All right, so we are just doing this little update for you. Let's see, I don't think it's crooked.
No, it's your finger. Do like this.
Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Happy Father's Day tomorrow. All right, so today's Saturday, June 17th. Happy birthday to my son. Turned 25 today. Holy smokes, my kids are growing up. All our kids are growing up. Mine 3, you're 3. 5 grandkids now. So, busy times. All right, we want to do this quick update for you. All is good, but you're going to see either at the time of this upload or right before, probably at the time of the upload, that we have deleted all our episodes from up to the last one, which is the caboose delivery, episode 17. And this is just a quick update to let you know why. So everything's fine, everything's good. We, in the process of when we do these videos, we have to, basically, okay, let me start over. We got permission from the artist, Michelle McLaughlin, to play her music in the background. And I love piano music. I know you're more into country kind of stuff, but I'm just not seeing some of that country music in the background. I don't know.
You gotta open your mind.
But some of the background piano, some may like it, some don't. It seems to work with the editing of the videos pretty well. Anyway, so she has kind of a similar, she's much better than the music I play, but similar style that we've chosen so far for music. So with that, she did give us permission to use her music in our videos. And what we had to do is, what we learned is, whenever you have a video or somebody else's music in there, if it's known out there, YouTube's algorithm, or however they do it, they automatically pick up that there's a copyright. And so in the back end of our YouTube channel, there's copyrights for these videos. Well, after I think the first few, or 3 or 4, I started exploring more on how this works, because this is our first YouTube channel. We've never done a YouTube channel before, so we knew there was something in regard to make sure you have permission, all that. So anyway, there's a process. I got my knees all showing up here. These are my holiest pants of all of them. I have like 6 or 7 pairs that have holes in them. All right, so squirrel. So anyway, we have to go through this dispute process that we learned, and through YouTube. And there's these pages that you submit, and you explain why, and there's different reasons. Well, ours is we got permission from the artist. And when we submit that for every song, if we use 1 to 5 songs in our video, every single song you have to do that for in the video. And each of those disputes go to the artist or their agent. In this case, I believe it's her agent that it goes to. And they were, approving, I guess, clicking the button to approve all of them that we've done up to, I think it was number 13 or 14. And then all of a sudden it was denied, and we were like, whoa, what happened? And so we reached out to Michelle and just said, hey, it got denied. Are you still okay with us using music? And I think she got back to us after a few days or a week and said, yeah, no problem. Sorry for the confusion. And so I kind of explained, because there is an appeal process. I want to make sure that we could appeal with her before we did it, because if you get declined on the appeal, from my understanding, YouTube will automatically require you to take that video off. So we wanted to kind of get the heads up what's going on first. So we were glad to hear she's fine with it, and then a little bit more communication. Realized after she did some research, I think with her agent that handles all her YouTube accounts and stuff, that she gave permission with the intent, understanding that if we were to ever go and make ad money or monetize the video anyway, that she would get all the royalties off of it. And that's how copyright works with YouTube. So a lot of times artists will allow for that reason, because that's how they'll gain extra money, or artists that may not be as well known out there may just let you use their music so you spread their art. So, and that's what we thought was what was happening, is that maybe we were gonna, maybe lead some of our watchers to check out her music too, which you should. We are totally respectful of the intent that she had, that we misunderstood, and we love her music. There's some Christmas music she does. We love Christmas, so we'll have that in the background at times. So check out her Michelle McLaughlin's music and her channel. All right, so with that said, we decided though, we did reach back out to see if there's any other licensing options, like per song, maybe per channel, things like that she would do for us. And then she would just have to approve every single video that we go through with her music. And I think there was still some misunderstanding on how that works. And it's been about 2 weeks now since we emailed her last, or maybe a week and a half, and haven't got a response yet. So after talking about it more, and we had a couple friends even share with us that maybe we should just use our own music, the music I've done. The only problem with that, I only have about 10 songs, and they're not great. I mean, it's, I don't know, it's fun. I guess that's how I look at it. It was fun. I'm an amateur. I'm not a pianist. I can't read music. I did these songs back in 2008 in a recording studio. They got it as a gift to go do, just to kind of get them on an album or something. So, and I haven't really done much with piano since then. So anyway, I think we figured out, we tried it with episode 18 that I've been working on, just finished at 18, episode 19, and almost done with number 20. And we're just going to go back, and we decided, just so we don't have all this extra stuff that we have to worry about and deal with getting approvals on these videos, we're just going to go back and edit from start. And so if you're new, following us new, or there's not a whole lot of you out there, and I think most views we've gotten is like 500, but that's great. The videos are more for us to have our journey, like a journal of our journey with this project. And it's just fun. It's fun to edit and put things together and kind of show. It reminds us of how much work we've been doing in the last year and a half. And sometimes when you see it, you don't think of all the detail that goes into it, all the, the time and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of fun to show some of that. So if you're seeing like little things like us doing the rock and stuff, that's all that reminds us of how much hard work a lot of that stuff was. Fun, but hard labor on some of it. So I think that's it. So everything's okay. We are still in progress with our journey, our design, all that. Well, on the design, we're gonna have an update coming up, hopefully in the near future. We're gonna be changing some things up because we have a caboose now. So we're gonna be changing up a little bit of the design because of that. And as well as new information we found out with the county regarding that flood channel, we may have to not do some of that stuff in the back, but we could do like a courtyard kind of stuff. So anyway, more to come on that. But for right now, we're gonna edit the videos. So if you're new or just following us, go back to episode 1. You could check out. We're not gonna change the episodes other than removing the music, maybe a couple tweaks here and there that we saw that we should or shouldn't have done. But we're starting from when we moved here and bought the commercial property that helped us, give us a reason to move up here, other than it's just flat out beautiful up here. So yeah, follow us, check it out. We could use your subscribe and your views, just in case this does take off. If it does, if it doesn't. But it's still fun to kind of show. I think the goal here is that, at least personally, I've been wanting to have a business since I was in my 20s, and I love projects. And in fact, even when I was in pre-med, pre-dental, I wanted to be a dentist, believe it or not, and that was after the Air Force. And with that, one of the thoughts I had back in the day was having a train station themed dentist. But you know, life changed, life situations changed. That didn't lead me down that path, but it's kind of funny that we're now doing a train station thing, which is kind of cool, you know, 20 something years later. So, well, that was early 20s, so 25 years later. How time flies. All right, so, but yeah, check out the videos and put a comment, I guess, in the bottom. Appreciate all those that did share awesome comments, but questions or whatever, anything like that, and share it with your friends if you think they'd be interested. But that's what the point that I was gonna make is I thought there might be people out there too that would like to see what a project, maybe it's individual projects that we do, or maybe it's the whole thing on like trying to start something with a theme from scratch and see what it goes. And I will say, for now, we are going to have a hiccup coming up. We knew that when we bought that caboose, that's back on our budget. So we were going into this kind of with a tight budget, and that blew everything out of the water with that one. So may have to go back to work at some point, or get creative on some other things. We really don't want to do alone, but it's potentially we could. So and we have different options too, but just so you know, we're going to be working as long as we can, and that may be something back in our future for short term as we're still working on the project. All right, with that, episode 18 is done, 19, 20, we won't post those until after we redo all these other episodes, but we have a lot of stuff. The caboose was from November, and we're here in June. We've been getting all kinds of stuff. In fact, why don't you share like some of the stuff we've been working on since the caboose was delivered? What? All our projects. You share with them.
The minecarts?
Yeah. She doesn't want to talk. She was telling me, she's like, I don't want to talk.
And the mineshaft?
Yep.
That's it.
No, lots of stuff. We got the caboose interior that we worked on. We're working on it right now, actually.
Yeah, we're not done with it.
We're not done with it yet. But we did do phase 1 of the interior. That was when we got delivered. It was a mess, graffiti all over the walls. Some obscene graffiti that we tried to blur out in this episode 18 the best we can. So sorry if any of that offends you, but we got it the way it came, so we tried to hide it. But so that's coming up, and then we worked on the copper mine carts with the rail, and then we started on a mine shaft, which turned out really awesome. So you guys are gonna be excited to see this one. And then we actually did a mine cart that we built from scratch, using a lot of scrap wood, and then
Scrap metal.
Yep, scrap metal, scrap wood, and what else do we do?
The doghouse.
Oh yeah, you should tell them about that.
And the rail.
But why do we get a doghouse? Why do we make them?
Yeah, because we got a crazy dog.
We got a puppy.
We love her, but she's crazy.
New family edition. Oh, it's a new family edition that's taken up a lot of our time. That's like a puppy German Shepherd. So maybe we'll put
She just has a lot of energy.
maybe we'll put a picture of her on this video. But tons of energy, like insane energy. We don't have a backyard. We have 1.5 acres of like forest, and so we don't have a backyard like secured. So we have a large deck though at the cabin, And so we ended up, one of the projects we did, I forgot about,
Oh, the gates.
we did the gates. Those turned out really cute too. They're a little bit ornate, but we got to redo our deck at some point. So we thought, let's make these nice gates and kind of build into it later when we get this project done. We're hoping that deck will last another year or two. We'll have to replace some boards. What else do we do? So the mineshaft, doghouse. Tell them more about that.
It's a big dog house.
Yes.
It has a chimney.
The doghouse. It's funny how you describe it.
And a window.
This doghouse is whimsical. It is. It took 2 or 3 times the amount of time we were hoping it would take.
It was a long process.
But we went from a kennel idea to kind of a portable, cool, built-in, maybe on rollers kind of doghouse. Our cabin's small, as I think you'll see actually in episode 19, I think. Or no, episode 1 showed a little bit too, but
Well, I just want to get a kennel, and you're like, we'll just build it into the wall.
yeah. So it built to the top of the stairs into this space, and it actually turned out pretty cool. I always wanted to do.
It's cute.
I have drawings even before I met Janee of doing a playhouse for grandkids and doing it like whimsical style. And so I've always had the desire to do something like whimsical theme, you know, arched roof kind of stuff. And it turned out pretty cool. And so with some fur ideas with it and mine together, it turned out in some hard work.
And the dog loves it.
Yeah. And then with that, I hurt my finger. With that, we also finished, we redid our stair rail. That was a project that we just finished as well. That turned out really cool. And some of the pieces on the doghouse and the rail, the stair rail, were kind of a test because we're going to be using some of that stuff. In fact, some of it we're doing in the interior of the caboose right now that we want to practice on the doghouse. And it worked there, so we thought, we're going to make it work here. Even the stair rail, we used hog wire, so it kind of has that rustic industrial cabiny kind of feel.
Well, all the panels we took off the stairwell we used in the caboose.
What panels? Oh, yeah, repurposed the wood. You mean the old rail? Yeah. Yeah, we reused all that. We try to repurpose the best we can. Some of that bundle that we shared in that episode from Ace, use that for the minecarts for the wood. We used it, lots of stuff. The minecart that we made, we used it. So we were trying to repurpose. Just recently got a sweet deal from Lowe's on some of their 1x6s because a lot of them were warped and things like that. But this project, what's awesome about it is it's rustic. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's perfect for us because we're amateurs. In fact, Janee, I'll share with you, Janee has been learning so much stuff. I've always kind of worked with different projects, you know, backyard kind of stuff, landscaping, that kind of stuff. I love doing that kind of stuff. I haven't done a whole lot of different things we're doing right now, so I'm learning too, but I've dealt with a lot of the tools. But Janee has not. She has not. I don't think he touched a tool like we're working on since we met. And I've been so proud of her in learning. And so you're seeing with this journal of our journey that she is growing so much in learning on how to do that and kind of face the being uncomfortable and trying certain things, as long as you don't cut off your fingers or anything. Right?
I've been close.
And a few instances, but nothing. This wasn't even this is from the dog. That's how crazy that dog is. But anyway, I'm proud of my fiance here. Mwah. And this is Janee growing, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see, and I hope you guys enjoy this in these videos as well. So, all right, until next time. Thanks for watching.